All right, guys, welcome back. I'm out here with Steve. Talked to him for a little bit. Seems like a real nice guy, man. And I relate a lot with everything he said so far. So we're here to get his story and see how he's doing out here. How are you, man?
I'm alright.
Doing all right.
Just
And
doing the best I can.
yeah, doing the best you can. So how old are you?
I just turned 40 June. Well, June 8th I turned 40.
Right on, man. Where are you originally from?
I was raised in 3 Points. I live on Bopham Bantry in San Joaquin.
Okay.
And when I was 12 years old, I went to a group home though because my parents abused me.
Yeah.
Um, my dad was a TPD officer, and um, my mom worked at St. Mary's, and I got abused. So when I was 12 years old, I told the teachers that my dad would kick my ass, and I grew up in a group home after that.
Wow. So how was it like having a father that was a police officer?
It was tough because uh, their expectations from me were too high. Like I grew up, I had schizophrenia. Uh, I got bad grades in school. I have three brothers and three sisters. They're all conservative, like straight A students, and me, I got bad grades in school, and I rebelled a lot. So my dad would kick my ass pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And I moved out here because my real mom passed away in South Carolina. Um, she used to shoot up meth and coke and stuff, and she ended up getting HIV.
Oh man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
So I moved out here with my mom, sister, my aunt adopted me and my two brothers, and she had three daughters and a son, so we're all raised together. Stuff. So after my mom died, I didn't give. I really didn't open up too well to my aunt because I was scared if I did something would happen to her. So we didn't have the best relationship. She really hated me for it. Then when I get beat up a lot by my dad,
Yeah.
like I said, I rebelled and I ended up running away from home a lot. I ended up I ended up going to a group home. I remember my sister woke me up one morning and she was crying, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said that I should tell the teachers that my dad was kicking my ass because she was scared he was going to kill me. So I did what she said, and when I told my teachers that, right away they yanked me out of our home, and I, I got CPS stepped in and took me away.
Man.
I love my brother and sister so much. And when that happened, my mom turned her back on me and she moved away, changed her number, and I didn't see my brothers and sisters who I was really close to again until I was 18.
Mm. So how are you in contact with any family at all? Nothing like that.
Because my drug habit, my usage of heroin and G, my mom turned her back on me again. And she told my brothers and sisters that if they have contact with me, that she won't talk to them and stuff. So they chose to go with her instead of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Just remember. I mean, I've been through that as well. I totally relate. Um, I relate with the fact that once addiction hits, it takes over. Like we can't do anything. Primarily me, I couldn't do anything unless I was high. I was addicted to opiates, so I get it. That always comes first. Wake up in the morning, your body needs it. I get it. So, and that could push people away, man. I
I
get it.
never stole, robbed, or cheated my family out of anything. Just using was my only downfall. Um,
And what is your What are you addicted to? What's been your drug of choice?
Well, it used to be heroin and methamphetamines, but now I just do the blues.
Okay, sure. How long you been on the blues?
I'd say 2 years now.
2 years. Yeah. So
It's
how is it compared? How are the blues now compared to the blues like years ago?
I would say the blues, they're good. They get you high, but they don't last as long as heroin does, and they're expensive. You know, like they're like $3 a pill,
Mhm.
and they don't last, and um, they make you kind of angry almost. You know, and then
Yeah.
when you start feeling sick, you pretty much do anything for another pill. You know,
Yep. Yep.
and
Let's get irritable.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years. Um, the fun thing is that I met my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend had a one night stand 20 years ago, and I had an ex girlfriend, and she said she was pregnant. So my girlfriend now, her name is Life because she's so full of life. Uh,
Yeah. That's
she
cool.
uh, she said she didn't want to come between them, break that up. So she moved away, and I didn't see her. And I loved her so much, you know. And before she left, I told her, please, I want to be with you, you know, instead of my ex girlfriend.
Sure.
But um, she left, you know.
Yeah.
And then my ex girlfriend lied. She wasn't pregnant. She was just lying.
Hmm.
So 5 years ago, I was walking by the bridge on Grant Freeway,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, I was going through tough times and feeling alone because my family left me and stuff. And I planned on jumping over the bridge. I was going to try to commit suicide. And when I went to the bridge about to jump over, I looked down and I saw Jody looking at me smiling. And she said hi. And I had a lot of dope. And I asked her if she had a G pipe, and she said no, but I got points, and she helped me do a shot. And we
Oh
both
wow.
did a shot.
Wow.
And I remember she said, there's something about your eyes, you know? And she says, I almost feel like I know you. And I said, I don't think you know me, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
come to find out, uh, she was my girlfriend 20 years ago. And
Wow.
I remember the only way that we figured out that it was her was she said, if you're the guy that I met 20 years ago, what did I leave at your house? And I remember I had a house, and at that time, she left her panties and a hat at my house.
Oh man.
So when I said you left your panties in the hat, she started laughing and she said, "You
Wow.
are him." And
Oh man.
we've been together ever since.
That's wild,
We've been
man.
together for 6 years. She's my best friend.
And you didn't recognize her like when you saw her that time on the bridge. You didn't recognize her.
I
Like
didn't recognize
didn't
her,
click.
no, because 20
Wow.
years passed. You know,
That's a story
20
right
years
there.
ago can make you look different. You
Sure.
know, but
Damn.
when we figured out that she was who she was and I was who I was, it all clicked, and I remember what she looked like. And yeah,
Wow.
like I said,
That's a story, man.
she's my best friend. No, she's my rock.
Sure. So, how is she doing with being
She's
a?
doing good. We're both doing the blues, and I'll be honest, because I believe in honesty. I'm doing bad, dude. Like I'm doing the same shit that I was doing before. I'm stealing bikes from the old bay.
Yeah.
And I'm trading them for dope because I don't got no ID. I'm homeless, and I got no way to support our drug habit other than doing that. You
Yeah.
know,
I got you. I got
and
you.
it's kind of like a Robin Hood story because I love riding nice bikes, but I steal bikes and I give them to the poor people around here. You know, people that deserve a bike, that need a bike, you
Yeah.
know, and it's not right, you know. And I hope one day God and everybody that I took their bike will forgive me because I'm not a bad person. I'm just an addict, and it's my way of supporting me and my girlfriend's habit.
Yeah.
But I do have a guilty heart, you know, because I know people work hard for their shit, and I'm
Yeah.
taking it, you know.
I mean, the fact that you recognize and acknowledge all of that, like, as soon as I started talking to you, man, I know you're a great guy, man. You're a super nice, kind guy, and you can see it in people's eyes, bro. And you're just a friendly guy, man. I appreciate like your time and all that, and I
I
know your
love
your
people.
girl does
I
too.
try to be a nice person. You know, my grandma raised me to be a lover and a nice person.
Sure.
Uh, I remember this kid, man. I had this. It was a Haro, a nice BMX Haro, and I was at the Safeway, and this kid comes out and was like, "Whoa, man, that's a badass bike!" And he started telling me about the bike. He loved everything. He's like, "I just got this job." He's only 15. He's like, "I just got this job, and I'm gonna help out my family and stuff, and I can't wait to buy a bike like that." And I gave it to him.
Wow.
I said, "Take the bike, bro. You can have it." You know, he was so happy, and seeing him happy was it for me. You know, it did the world to me. And
Yeah,
I
that's
could,
huge.
and I told him I was like, "Just take the bike, bro. You deserve the bike. You know, always protect your family. Always take care of your family. You
Yeah, that's huge, man.
know." It's been like 4 years, and I ran into that kid
Yeah.
like a month ago, and he gave me $50.
Wow.
And I didn't recognize him at first, but he said, "I want to do something nice for you," and he gave me the money, and I was like, "You don't have to do that, you know." And he said, "You don't remember me?" And I was looking at him, and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You gave me the bike."
Wow. It's amazing,
So
man. Full circle.
yeah, that was really cool.
So, so what is a day in the life like for you? As soon as you wake up.
I wake up, I go steal bikes. I steal about 3 bikes a day, and I could get in really bad trouble. You know, I just got out of prison. Um, I had 15 pills on me, and I nodded out, and a cop came up and woke me up, and I got busted with 15 pills. So I don't know how much trouble I am, but I'm gonna have to do time probably again.
Was that
And
recently?
it sucks because I just got out of prison, and I was trying to change my life, and I keep falling back into the. I keep getting in trouble, and I keep having to go back to jail. You know, like I'm lucky that my girlfriend stayed with me and through the whole my last incarceration. You
Yeah.
know, and I didn't show up for court or nothing. You know, so I probably have a warrant.
Okay.
I'm scared with that. You know, I don't want to go back to jail, but I'm also getting tired of being on the run and worried about that. You know, like so I'm thinking about going to warrant court
Okay.
because I'm also tired of being homeless. Like I want to try to get a job and support my girlfriend better. You know, like every day's a struggle. You know, I have to steal food to feed us. Like, and she's such a good girl. You know, like she flies a sign to help me too. You know, like and she does a lot for me. I wish I can give her more than I can give her.
Yeah.
You know, she's such a good girl.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you have that support. You know, and I know you want a better life for you and her. Um, it's possible, bro. It's possible. I'm proof of that. Like, I wish I had the time to tell you my story, but it is possible, bro. It is possible. Have you ever tried to get help in the past, like
Yeah,
rehab or anything?
I uh, I went to Casa Vida,
Oh, Casa de
and it
Vida
was
or
such
something.
a good program. I did the 3 month program there, and I graduated. And me and my girl are really gonna go to detox. Uh, Her family's gonna help us out and help us do our laundry, and then we're gonna go detox and
Okay,
try to get back into Casa Vida or another place because um, I just want to do better.
sure.
You know, we've had so much trials and tribulations, and people take all our shit, steal all our stuff, and um, just dealing with the whole homeless thing. We're both getting tired of it and everything, so we're gonna make that change and try to at least clean up our
yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to talk to your girl whenever you guys are ready. Go to detox and try and get into treatment, for as long as it takes, as long as they let you, that way you could, it's kind of like a reset, you know what I mean? You could reset, work on what you have to while you're there to make life easier when you get out. And then from there, or even while you're in rehab, you could call the courts, let them know your situation, that you're trying to work on it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was thinking if I can get into rehab and I can call the courts, and then they can see that I'm trying to get clean and stuff, and maybe not send me back to prison.
sure. You never know. They could count that as time served, as long as you complete it successfully, it's possible. You know what I mean? But while you're in there, call them, let them know what's going on, what your plans are. See if, find out about like warrant court, see if they could quash the warrant, but let them know you'll show up to whatever court or whatever happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's a possibility. I would definitely work, if I were in your situation, which I have been, I would go to rehab just to like clean up, clean
yeah,
out. You know what I mean? That way you're able to face whatever situation and life in general. You know,
yeah.
because thankfully I've never had to. Thankfully, I have never had to like detox in jail. You know what I mean?
This is one of my buddies.
Yeah. How you doing, bro? But yeah, well, I'm glad you know all about the resources and what's available to you, and places like that work. You know what I
I
mean?
really do.
And
It's nice that they have those type of programs, for
yeah,
people that are willing to help us.
yeah. Do you have insurance? Anything like that?
Insurance, yeah, I have Arizona Complete.
Access.
Yeah,
Good, good. Yeah,
'cause I
that's
get the food stamps, so
sure.
I got
It's
insurance
good,
with them.
man. That's a great start. It opens up many doors for you, and you know, you could go back to the Casa de Vida or whatever. It sounds like a great program.
And I'm hoping that me and my girl can both go there because it's co-ed, so
Okay, okay,
I'm hoping we can both find a bed
yeah.
so we
What
can.
is the hardest thing about being out here
What's the hardest thing?
for you?
Um, just never knowing when the cops are gonna mess with you, or just never know when people are gonna steal your stuff, or where your next meal is gonna come from,
Yeah,
and just how regular society treats us. Because there's a lot of homeless people that are bad, they're dirty, they're trashy, they do a lot of messed up stuff, but there's also good people out there like me that don't want to harm nobody, that try to stay clean.
yeah, yeah. You're a great dude, man. I could tell right off the bat.
It's
And
been a pleasure meeting you.
what's that?
It's been a pleasure
You
meeting
too,
you, and
brother. You
I
too.
appreciate the good advice.
Of course, man.
And maybe I always believe that God puts people in your life, and maybe I just needed you to give me words of encouragement to really do it, you
Yeah,
know?
it's
And I
possible,
thank
bro.
you for that.
I mean, you've done it before. You know how possible it is. You know how good it feels to wake up and not have to worry about grabbing that foil. You know what I mean?
The biggest thing with me was never having my family support or anybody to believe in me.
Okay.
But just having you believe in me and my girlfriend believe in me, it makes me feel better,
Yeah.
that I could really do it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I don't see anything wrong with helping anybody. Like, I'm no different than you. You're no different than the president. We put our clothes on the same freaking way, bro. You know, we all have different situations, and I love me a good comeback story. You just remember, like, I know you probably feel like crap at times, or a lot of times, but just remember your story is not over.
Yeah.
My story is not over. You know, I barely hit. I just hit 5 years without dope. On December 4th. I'm on methadone. Some people frown on that, But that's the only way I was able to stop stealing, stop pawning stuff that wasn't mine, stop hitting licks. You know, it's it's possible, bro. Just remember your story's not over. I mean, if you had, if there was somebody like a youngster out there or anybody in general that was thinking about trying these blues, like what would you tell them?
Not to do it. People die, you know. Addiction's hard, you know, and it's just such a waste of time, you know. And you can get sick. There's so much more to life. I've lost everything. I wouldn't wish this addiction on nobody, you know. I try to I try to tell the younger generation not to follow my steps. The other day, some youngster who does the blues was kind of like telling me how cool I am because I get the bikes and all that. And I told him what I do is not cool, you know. I'm stealing from people, you know.
Yeah,
I told him he should get off blues and get a job and be somebody, you know. Don't waste time because I've wasted so much.
yeah,
I've done 15 years in prison, you know.
it's a long time, bro. When I got to prison, I thought I got sentenced to 2 years. I thought my life was over. With back time and the 85%, I only had to do 12 months. I thought my time was huge, but once I hit the yard, there's lifers there, people doing 10, 20 years, dude. I was like, okay, I'm going to shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll be out in 52 Wednesdays. I'm just
yeah.
going to do my time and take it as it comes, man. But it
There's no
hits you,
greater
man.
feeling than getting out, though, right?
Yeah.
You hear them call your number and
Yep.
they call your name and they say roll it up and they bring you that bag for your stuff and you're just like you get that blue shirt and the blue pants and your deck shoes and you're just
Yeah.
like yeah man.
Yeah. Get me out here. It felt so weird. I felt like I was escaping because I had family pick me up. You know, my aunt and my mom. They picked me up when I was riding in the back seat. We exited the prison gates, and I felt like I was escaping, dude. Like it just felt, it didn't hit me yet. Like how good it felt, you know?
I don't know why every time I get out of prison I just start crying because I'm like I'm finally free again, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
get another shot.
yeah,
And
yeah. It's
then like I said though, I'm in trouble again. I don't know why I always fall back into this crap and I keep getting in trouble, but I can honestly say I'm getting tired of it. I don't want to.
yeah.
I'm getting too old to keep doing this
Have you ever had a detox in jail?
every
Oh,
time.
that's got to be the worst, bro.
It's so hard.
Just keep in mind one last bit of advice. Out of all, actually, a lot of people that I interviewed, I think I only have like 7 or 8 interviews, something like that. But the people that I interviewed that do blues, they say once they do these, they, I guess, nod out or pass out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just hits them hard. So if just kind of be careful, like if you have blues on you, just like what happened last time, you know, the cop will come up, you pass out, and simple possession charge. You know what I mean? So just be careful, bro, because I wouldn't want you to get another case. You know what I mean? Like, so my recommendation, bro, and I think you know too, just try and get into detox whenever you and your girl are ready, and then see if you could get into a spot, you know, like a rehab, and just clean out. That way you'll be ready to face whatever. You'll be able to face life like once you get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
We lost our friend. Her name was Deanne. She walked in traffic uh, about a year ago, and she wanted to go back home to Wisconsin. So me and my girl, we flew a sign to earn her money to get her a ticket. And the day that we surprised her with the fact that we bought her a ticket home, um, she walked in front of the car.
was she on
I feel
blues?
guilty because she wanted to get high one more time.
Yeah,
I got her high, and she walked right in front of a car, man. Boom, and killed her instantly. I have so much guilt because I got her high.
yeah,
She was too far for me to help her. I tried to scream, but she was too far. I couldn't help her.
yeah. So many things happen in that world, man. Like, just so many things that wouldn't happen, to the people that aren't in this life. I get it, man. Just so many weird situations, violent situations, and just sad situations, man. Only in this world, you know. I get it, man.
I
I,
pr- I pray a lot now, you know.
yeah,
I don't go to church, but me and my girl both believe in the Lord, you know.
sure. Yeah, you don't have to
And
go to
every
church.
day I'm grateful to have my girlfriend, and at least I'm alive because there's
Yeah,
always someone that could have worse. You know?
yeah, yeah. Just you don't have to go to church to be a good person and to believe in who you believe. You know, I haven't been to church in a long time, but I just try and be the best person I can. At the end of the day, some people go to AA, NA. I haven't been to a meeting in months. You know, just taking care of my dogs, taking a shower in the morning, talking to people, helping people out. That's my recovery. You know what I mean? Sharing my story. That's just my recovery.
What kind of dog do you have?
Pit bull and Chihuahua.
Cool.
So Chihuahua runs the house, of course.
Yeah.
Crazy girl. But they seen me. Those two dogs have seen me at my worst, bro. I'd be waking up dope sick. They sleep with me. I wake up dope sick. Of course, they just want to cuddle, kisses, and all that. I just shove them away, just set them aside. Hey, if I had stuff on me, I'd smoke first, or I would just, before I even fed them, I'd have to go get my stuff. You know what I mean? And then as soon as I get high, I'd start loving them again. Because my addiction came first, dude. So that's why now, while they're still here, while I still have them, man, I try and do everything in my power to make each day good for them. I don't know if they remember any of that, but they've seen me at my worst, man. When I was in rehab, that was the only time I cried. You know, just thinking about them. It's like, fuck. It's like here I am in rehab, having people take care of them. Like, but yeah, man, like, just definitely use that as motivation and use your goal, your plan, your wants, your hopes, your dreams. Use that as motivation, and just to get better, man. You've experienced it before. You're capable. I know you're capable, and just remember that you're a good guy, man. Your story's not over.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good talking to you, man.
Well,
Thank you for your time.